As we tell people and teach people, hey, you do not leave your day job until you got enough multiple streams of income that supplement and replace your whatever you're doing to pay your bills. Hey guys, welcome back to the Duran Bethea podcast. That's right, round number 2. And a lot of y'all may not know, I started my own brokerage, the Blueprint Real Estate Advisors, man. And guess what? I just retired 20 years. And guess what? I'm going to talk about. It blows my mind. It blows my mind to know that a lot of people in the military are not taking advantage of their VA loan. And that's why I kind of created this company. I'll be able to use that VA loan. And I have scaled that to over $70 million in real estate. And I got my team with me. I got my crew. We're going to be talking about some of the current market trends, future market trends. We're going to go ahead and get started and open up. I got to my left, Avelino, and to my right, Miss Martina. So let's get it. Let's get going. Round number 2, the Duran Bethea DB podcast. Let's get it. Hey, so we're going to jump right in now. So we're going to talk about the in fact, before we even jump in, I want to give a quick intro. I want Avelino give a quick intro to the audience.
Yeah, so how you doing, guys? My name is Avelino Vicente. I am a real estate agent here with Blueprint Real Estate Advisors. I served 9.5 years in the military, just transitioned out, became a full-time real estate agent this year. In April, I started doing real estate. It's been a phenomenal year so far, and I'm excited to continue the journey as a real estate agent and give back to the military community to teach and educate and inform people the importance of the VA loan.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. My name is Martina, and I served in the best service, the U.S. Navy. Lines are armed. I had that out there. But it's been an honor to previously served and now still serving, even though I've been out of the military for several years now, but I'm still serving, as we all do, right? Found the opportunity to do that in the real estate community. I've been a real estate agent for about 10 years now, and it's been an honor to be able to educate and teach our fellow military and veterans on their VA.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about it right here. We currently right now in Ko'Olina, man, right here in our backyard. This is where I work at. This is what we do, the Hawaii Millionaire Mindset. Look right behind us. We got the Disney Hotel. All right, this right here. That's a real view right here. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. But listen, we here in Hawaii, well, we know that we one of the most expensive state to do business, but also real estate.
Yes.
And that can be good or bad. For me, I love real estate. And then, good thing about Hawaii, we always talk about how much it always appreciate. And right now, we currently at a market. 2 years ago, the market was crazy, right?
It's crazy.
It was crazy. All right, let's talk about that. Where we at today? Like, where today compared to last year?
So a couple years ago, and I shared this in a previous presentation that I gave, a couple years ago, so we're looking at 2020, 2021, the average appreciation is a 4.2 year over year. That's what you're looking at. But when 2020, 2021, we saw 12.5 and 14% year over year interest rate, which is not normal. In terms of Hawaii's market, as single families are a little bit over $1 million, depending on what area you're looking at. Obviously, if you Lani Kai, Hawaii Kai, those areas are going to be a little bit more for single family. But on average, where we are in Hawaii, a single family is a little bit over $1 million, depending on square footage and all of that. But the townhomes are sitting at 700,000.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about like where we at right now with the market compared to last year and where we at right now.
And I gave this presentation a couple weeks ago, and in 2020, 2021, we saw this market shift like we have never seen before. So the average return year over year money, you're looking at 4.2, 4.5%. However, because we know we were in a COVID environment, interest rates, you can get a home at 2.5% interest rate, never before seen since I've been born, but people wanted to get in on that, right? I even know a person that got a 1.5 interest rate, crazy. So everyone's trying to get home. Free money, baby, free money. But the thing of it is that crazy. So you saw home prices going up to where you were seeing instead of your normal 4.5, you saw 12.5, 14.5 year over year returns. So Hawaii and where we are in our market right now, so if you were to buy a single family home, you're looking at spending a little bit over $1 million for a single family home. If you wanted to get a townhouse, you're looking at spending coming in at $700,000.
700,000, and give me those numbers again with the appreciation. What was that?
So
numbers back during COVID time.
So during COVID time, we were seeing 15.2 year over year.
So on $1 million asset house, and we talking about think about it now. A lot of people we talking to are those in the military, using that VA loan. And you invested in, now they say $1 million, let's say $500,000, $700,000 is what those villas cost, right? Those are condos, and 10%, 15%, that's some serious cash. We're putting $0 out of your pocket. I think that's the most excited part that any soldier have. One of the most important tools that you have in your rucksack is that VA loan, and that is crazy appreciation, and you can't get that in Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, North Carolina. You're not going to get that, but you can get it right here in Hawaii.
Absolutely. And you know more than any of us because you have a couple homes in this beautiful community that we are in right now. And that's why part of what we do, all of us guys, we're prior service. We are committed to our military and our veteran community. We're committed to educating them. You've owned your homes here before 2019. So if you got stationed here 2019, you purchased that home 2020, 2021.
Oh, I'll give you the mouth. I'll give you the mouth. My first house I purchased, I paid $598,000. That was a condo. It's worth $1.3 million. My next house that I purchased, it was an investment property in Elba Beach. I paid about $425,000. That's worth $800,000. I bought another home right during COVID, right before COVID hit. I paid about $1.3 million. That house go for almost $3 million. And I got more. It's a lot. You know what I mean? I got villas that don't pay an average back then, $500, somewhere between $800,000. And it's just, I got a whole lot of equity here in Hawaii. And I would tell you, someone that owns a lot of property here in Hawaii, when you got properties in like North Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, South Carolina, I would tell you right now, my property doesn't appreciate nowhere near those numbers. Like I said, the last one, I bought a single family house for $1.4 million, and it's worth about $2.8 million right now.
Absolutely.
And we're talking 2.5, 3 years ago.
Yeah. So I want to add on to that because it's important how useful and that tool is accessible to us as veterans or active duty members, because I served in the military for 9.5 years, and I wish I would have connected myself with Duran, Martina, and everybody that I know now to give me the knowledge that I know about the VA loan. All the properties that he talked about, he purchased, it was for $0 down as a down payment. So having that ability to be able to buy something in the millions, even $1.5 million, $2 million with $0 down is amazing, because that's only going to appreciate over time.
Yeah, and they just, like a couple of years ago, they just changed it. It used to be a cap. Right, and now there's no cap. So if you're a soldier, no matter what branch you're currently in, if you got your VA entitlements and you stationed here in Hawaii, let us help you, because I'm telling you right now, that is by far the best tool that you got in your rucksack. I keep on saying it. I just see so many soldiers just giving all that money to just give it to a tenant. If you want to give that money away, just give it to me. Right? I go take your entitlement if you don't want your entitlement. Yeah. I use it.
Now, I'm not, and to add on to that, you're talking about tax-free money that you receive as a soldier, right? You're receiving BAH,
yes,
COLA, BAS, all this money that a lot of people decide to live on government housing because of conveniency. Now, yes, it's very convenient. However, you're giving your money away to the government with no return on your investments. That's the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, that money tax-free too.
Tax-free money with no return.
DH tax-free.
Absolutely. And I think the biggest thing too, Avelino, that you're saying, Duran, that you're saying is that, even though what we talked about earlier where the interest rates are, so the interest rates are high for people who don't have that power to it, which is that VA certificate, right?
Right.
Because you can still close out on a VA home at a 2.5 interest rate. And let me show you how. Because there's a lot of people that are leaving this island right now and is selling their home, and you can do what is called an assumable. So that means that if they are leaving the island, they're selling their home, and they have a 2.5, a 3% interest rate, and they're doing an assumption, you can purchase that home and you just pay the difference. But guys, no excuses. We're removing all the excuses. If you can qualify, we want to show you how you can remove every single objection and we can get you in a home.
Yeah, and not, and one of the biggest things, right, when we created the Blueprint Real Estate Advisors, main focus, all right, is two, all right? Focus on our military community, help educate them, help teach them, and give them the tools so they can have the power, so that they can be able to leverage that VA, so they can get multiple, start creating generational wealth. Everything that I do, you watch in the channel, in an episode, go back and watch my social media, my Facebook. From many years ago, I'm always talking about creating generational wealth. And I created my generational wealth off real estate. And I purchased my first VA in Texas. And I was able to refinance that. And when I refinanced at a low rate back then. And I took it, I came to Hawaii, and I used it to purchase that first property. It's just, again, it's just the power of leverage. A lot of people that, they may see you in the military, your family, and it was like, yeah, you rich. The Army do this, Army do. Yeah, no, man, it's like, I'm using the benefits and I'm leveraging the benefits so I don't have to put that money down. And we want to teach you, to show you these techniques, all right? Again, being able to build a portfolio where we went to different asset classes, and I like different asset classes, and we're not the team that's going to tell you like, yeah, you needed it. We don't chase commission. What we are doing is we trying to educate you, all right? And that's our duty. That's our responsibility. That's how we want to give back. We want to pay it for it so that we can give you the tools and knowledge that you need.
Yeah, I like that you said that it's not commission driven, because one of the things that we do, we connect with the clients and, set themselves up with a goal plan, right? Understanding how to use their BH, understanding how to use their COLA and BES to utilize it to then put it into a home, because one home is the gateway to building that generational wealth. Right. So it's
100%.
It's just
because even when you sell, we're going to tell you to buy the house. You're going to be here for 3-4 years. Based off, say you're getting 6%, 7%, you're going to have some nice equity in there. And I'm going to tell you, like, hey, you don't get caught up with the shiny things, right? All right, I want to go pull this $100,000. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to get my VA certificate. No, we in generational wealth, right? Yeah. We want you to keep that house, right? I don't want you to sell it, but if we in the right market and it's a good time where you can refinance that house and you can keep that house, because we got a property management company too that can help. We can help continue to rent that house out so somebody else move in your house and pay down your mortgage, your principal, and you then left and got stationed in Florida, California, wherever you're going to. Guess what? And you're gonna go and repeat the cycle.
That's right. Taking that equity out of your home that you've built in those couple years that you've had it. Now you're moving to Texas. Now you're moving to North Carolina, your next duty station. That's the power of home ownership. Because you have the ability to use the equity that is in that home, use it to purchase that next home or that next investment that makes sense. And a great thing that I love about you, D, and the reason why I feel that we bring so much value as a team, you've been in a stock market.
Absolutely.
And you obviously have won, not just in the stock market, but in a real estate game. And you can teach and you can speak to what you were able to do in a stock, because a lot of people say, oh, well, I can just use this money and I can invest it here or invest it there, and why real estate makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And we love, like, again, the Blueprint Real Estate Advisors. Again, we are advising you on strategies that we're using. All right. Stock market goes up and down. And I tell people this, with stock market, it's like this. It's like a roller coaster. I'm okay with it. You may be okay with it. That's great. But let me tell you something about stocks. Stocks can go to $0 real easy. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you seen real estate go to zero? Never.
Never.
It never goes to zero. It may go down. It may depreciate, All right, may have some bad through market cycles, but it's never going to go to $0. And again, it's a great asset to be in. And again, we use it to create generational wealth.
And multiple streams of income.
You got to have multiple streams.
Yep.
And a lot of times people don't take advantage of the 1031 exchange.
Absolutely.
And so that can also be an opportunity.
Let's talk about that. Let's go a little bit detail, because I know we probably got some people watching this right here. You said 1031 exchange. They're like, what is that? I don't want you to go Googling it right now. We're going to go ahead and break down the 1031.
So me personally, I've done one 1031 exchange where I partner with another agent on there. And I know we have another client that we're actually trying to hook right now, that's looking to do a 1031 exchange. They live in California and they're trying to move out here. They want to live in Ko'Olina. So we're trying to find a property within their time frame that they have, because they're already in escrow on that property. They can find a property here. And the biggest advantage of the 1031 exchange is really the tax.
Deferring the taxes.
The deferring the taxes.
Yeah, and just think about it like this, right? You go out, you purchase a property, maybe, you're 24 years old, you purchase your first property, your family, you got that starter kit home, you paid $150,000, $200,000 for it, and 5 years, 8 years, 10 years go by, and that house now worth, $500,000. And what you can do is you can sell your property, right? If you got an investment property, you can sell your investment property. And when you sell that property, you can defer the taxes. It's called a 1031 exchange. And what that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to snowball into a bigger property, right? So now you're taking all that equity, that 300, 250, you're taking that down. Now you're going to go get $1 million for fourplex, right? Now that $1 million, you had the money from your first property that was you paid, you sold it, made $250,000. Instead of getting that capital gains tax, you decided to roll that property over. You identified another property within the 6 months of your time frame, and you roll that income and you pay $0 right there. Now again, it's deferred, right? If you ever take it, you're gonna have to pay taxes. But why take it? Why I can defer it over, go get a $1 million asset, go get and then use other people money, AKA the bank, right? Yeah. Now I got a note for $750,000, but I'm renting each unit out for $1,500. All right. Now, what is that? That's a quick $6,000. My mortgage is going to be somewhere around $30-some hundred on that. So now I'm on the cash flow game. That's what we talk about, creating multiple streams of income. Don't get caught up in the shiny stuff. Don't get caught up in the cars and all those things right there.
Yeah, so and the topic of like strategy, you brought up the 1031 exchange, and I want to bring up the experience I had. And another strategy that's why we're advisors. We advise because we inform you the indication, and then you have the option to decide what's best for you, right? Another one that I used in a previous client of mine was actually living in the property for 2 out of 5 years to get the capital gains tax free off their property, right? She purchased back in 2019. She sold the property in 2023. All her equity that she earned during the appreciation, it was all tax-free. So imagine being able to pull that out as a strategy and to invest it into multifamily investments or other projects to be able to start building that wealth as well. There's so many different strategies and so many different ways to invest, and that's what we're here for, is to pretty much inform and educate that.
Yeah, it's all about the benefits, man. It's been great.
And one of the other beautiful things that we do with our company, we're doing the multifamily link up. Every single month, we do a multifamily link up where other people who are investing, we're going to be teaching other people who want to also invest and diversify the opportunities of money that they actually may have. So we're not coming from this standpoint, guys, that, a lot of our service members or, even if you didn't previously serve in the military, some of you guys, and I met a lot of people that are sitting on money right now, and they want to know how can they invest. I just had a meeting yesterday morning with 2 agents, and they want to know, like, hey, how can I invest my money? I have $20,000 that I'm sitting on right now. How can I invest my money?
Right. So one of the things that, with the multifamily is when we started talking, say the word apartments, and that you can own and control apartments, when you say that, it goes past a lot of people's head. All right. I'm telling you right now that, someone from like myself, I come from North Carolina, household income, when I left home, it was like less than $20,000. All right. Today it's somewhere still around maybe $30,000 household income. So there's no way that I thought that I'd be able to own apartments. Fast forward today, I own 8 apartments. Next week, I closed yesterday, but I signed all the documents. But I closed next week on my 9th apartment. It's going to bring us up to a total of 1,200 units. And I started with one unit. First one was a tax lien property. Second one was another tax lien. Third one was a foreclosure. My fourth one was my VA home loan in the state of Texas. But I've been able to use and understand and educate people, especially on multifamily, because I sit in a unique position as a sponsor, as a general partner, where I can bring in family, I can bring in friends, I can bring in soldiers, I can bring in my team, so that we can create an opportunity so they can get into an apartment game. And I tell people, whether you driving on I-95, I-20, wherever you at today, when you driving on the highway, you looking to the left, you looking to the right, you're like, man, whoever owned that apartment, whoever owned that building, man, they killing it. They kill it. And I tell people every time, there's never, hardly ever not just one person. It's normally a group of investors where they syndicate a deal or they doing a joint venture where they come together and pour their money. And that's how we are able, like I'm in a position where that we create these opportunities so that investors can come in at a low entry level, right? Where you don't have to put $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 down. You can come in with $25,000, $50,000 and invest, and you be a partner, and we buy these assets. We buy these assets together, all right? I sign all the debt, right? You don't have no risk in the game, and we give them an opportunity to own apartments, and then they get the depreciation. They get, they started getting their first, multifamily. And again, it just continue to go, because that's how I started. There's no way that I ever thought in a million years that a kid from North Carolina, would have $70+ million in real estate.
And some people may be listening to that right now and may be a little bit overwhelmed and may say, wow, where can I start? And when you were sharing and when you were talking, the immediate thing that I thought about, we talked about earlier, the VA loan and how you can use something like that to work for you. So we talked about, a fourplex, right? So if you have a VA loan, no money down, again, no money down, you can actually get a fourplex. This is where you can start, guys. You can get a fourplex. You can use your VA loan up to a fourplex and rent those other 3 spots out. Absolutely. And it's now cash flowing. And you're paying down the interest rate, paying down your debt.
You live in there for free, and the other 3 is paying your principal payment. And every time they pay that principal payment, guess what? That's money in the what? Piggy bank.
That's right.
That's equity.
And you can actually, there's opportunities where you can pay that down, pay it off in the next 10 to 15 years, if that's what you want to do. But the also thing that you do and that you teach, which is, I don't know if you guys out there have heard about the conference that we put on once a year. We started it. This will be our 3rd one.
3rd year. The Hawaii's largest business and real estate conference. I get excited. It's a great event. Right here in Ko'Olina, right? You see the backdrop. We're in Ko'Olina right now. We're right down in the 4th season. And
Hawaii Millionaire Mindset. So we started that conference, and if you haven't heard about that conference, we'll make sure that we drop the link so you can have all the information about that conference. But I bring that conference up, guys, because this is a conference where you can go to and you're saying, man, you guys have talked about so much. I'm not sure how to get started, where to get started. Guys, you want to surround yourself around like-minded people.
Absolutely.
If you're not all about just time to make the donuts, 9-to-5 job, and you're looking for opportunities and where you can create and you can grow wealth, these are the types of environments that you want to be in. You want to be at the Multimillionaire Mindset Conference. You want to be a part of our monthly groups that we're doing every month.
Yeah, and talk about those groups, because Martina, she does an amazing job with putting on just networking events too as well. Teaching our veterans, how to leverage like things that we talking about today. And just again, follow us, get on our social media, especially if you here in Hawaii, all right, wherever you at, right? Tap in, technology. We always doing, we're going to be doing the virtual too as well.
We're going to be doing the virtual.
Zoom.
So that's going to be on the 18th. That's going to be December the 18th. We're going to be doing a virtual event, and we'll also make sure that we drop the link here.
Right.
That's going to start at 6 o'clock. And the goal is we want to set you up for a win in 2024. We want to set you up for a win. And the way to do that is we want to make sure that we are giving you sound financial tips to set you up for a win in 2024 and how not to spend all your money during Christmas. Save your money. Set yourself up for a win. If you want to buy a home in 2024, or you just want to position yourself to start making smart financial, money-wise decisions, that's why we're going to do these events, and that's why we're going to keep bringing it to you. We want to educate our military and our veteran community, but anybody who wants to be involved in taking ownership of their life.
Yeah, and Avelino, man, like, one of the things, maybe you could talk is maybe a young soldier or someone, like, what are some things that they can be doing and they say, you know what, I'm not ready right now. I just came in the military. I'm a private, or, E1, E2, whatever the case may be. I don't have a family right now. In fact, they forces and they make me stay in the barracks. But what are some things that's out there that they can be doing? Maybe like wholesaling or there's so many strategies out here in real estate. That's why I love real estate. It's just so many ways to skin a cat and make money. You know what I mean?
I mean, just like you mentioned earlier, right? When you said JV, right? JV meaning joint venture. Partner up with other people that are already in the real estate industry and needing help, right? What value can you provide? Whether it's, calling people, trying to figure out, trying to find the homes that need to be sold, trying to help other clients, bringing in, networking with other military members. We talk about leverage. One of the things that I wish I knew all the time too is leveraging the coworkers that you are with, right? You can combine VA loans. That's the beauty thing about it, right? Even if, let's say you are private, but you guys are coming together and want to partner up, live in a place, you can literally combine VA loans, go outside, live in a home, and that is shared equity at the time. That is a way to at least start building that wealth, right?
Right.
But like you mentioned, right, wholesaling, fix and flip, all these different investment strategies, you just got to be able to put yourself out there, come to the networking events such as Hawaii Millionaire Mindset, find yourself connecting with other people, bring some value in, and do.
Yeah, absolutely. Write down those dates, man. July 10th through the 13th. It's great, man, to put yourself, so like you said, surround yourself.
Yep.
Right. If you're right now, if you're watching this, man, look to the person to your left, the person to your right. If they're not trying to go where you trying to go, you go get some new friends. If you don't know where to go, you go find a meetup group. That's what we here for. Hey, connect with us, on social media, whatever the case may be. But we want to teach you the game. The biggest thing about it, that leverage. Yes. Do you have to stay in it? I always get that question. Hey, can I use my VA and just and use it as an investment? To see, the key is you have to stay in that property, right? For you don't got to do it for 12 months, right? 12 months. So in 12 months, hey, you can go ahead, move it out, you let somebody else pay that, and you go figure out how to get to your next property. Or maybe you go say, I'm gonna go live with my buddies over here, and we're gonna split payment on this on 4 bedrooms, and my portion is $300. But guess what? Somebody else, so that's gonna give you what? More cash. If you got more cash, you need to be searching and looking for that next opportunity. And that goes back when I got in the game, I could afford at the time, many years ago, we're talking about almost 20 years ago, I would buy tax lien properties. Right? I paid $3,000 for a property. I sold it for $50,000 in 6 months. It's just opportunity. You just gotta grind. You gotta be hungry. After PT, when you go back and take your shower, you need to be like, man, I got an hour and a half to get to work. Right? What are you researching? What are you looking at? Are you looking at it in YouTube videos? Are you reading the books? You gotta continue. You gotta educate yourself. Again, I didn't go to college, right? I tell everyone my biggest. I paid $500,000, and it wasn't college. It was a mistake that I made. It wasn't a real estate. It was a business mistake, and I still own that asset. I called it my lucky charm because it taught me everything about creating cash flowing businesses and taking those cash flowing assets to purchase now large real estate assets like multifamily or high end luxury vacation rentals right here in Ko'Olina.
Yeah, I'm glad you said you didn't go to college. Neither did I. I barely graduated high school, but just like us, we're just regular people, you know, putting ourselves in positions to learn what the rich is doing, how to build wealth, and how to take that and apply action to it. 'Cause at the end of the day, we do need to apply that action, right? And yeah, just you don't need to be the smartest in the bunch, because guess what? There will always be somebody smarter than you, but you have to learn from them and just take that action moving forward.
Yep.
You got to be willing to you have to be willing to take action, and you have to be willing to be ready when the opportunity knocks, right? And you have to be willing to sometimes create those opportunities, but just know, and the biggest piece that we're talking about right now, I believe, is being able to network, being able to surround yourself around other like-minded people. Even if you're looking at yourself today and you're saying, I'm not where I want to be. Great. That's okay, because guess what? Somebody has already done it.
Right.
Somebody has already done what you're trying to do. I promise you. And they're out there. So all you have to do is make yourself available, discipline yourself. One of the biggest things that I believe that we have going on right now, and I keep pushing that because I feel like if this is a person and you're listening to this podcast and you're listening to some of the things that we're saying and you're like, I don't know where to get started. Well, here's where to get started. Make a decision to start. Make a decision to pick up a book. Make a decision to join a networking group. We have a networking group that meet once a month, right? You may not have all the money, but I promise you, I promise you, I've met so many different people at our networking group. They have money. They have the money.
And they don't want to be active no more. They just want to find somebody to get the money to.
Exactly.
I say, hey, look, hey, give me a good cash on cash return. So, you know, it's been great. And, you know, real quick, because I want to get into it, you know, if you're transitioning, like, you know, Avelina, he had transitioned about a year there, right? Out of the
No, I transitioned this year in March.
Oh my God. I see, like,
End of March.
So that's right. I'm a month after you. So it feels like a year. So much has been transpired since then. But you know, if you are currently a transition, you know, soldier, and you're watching this, and you say, you know what, I wanna do real estate. And I want to be a part of that. Yep. Well, we have, you know, if you're out here in, you know, career skills program, right? No matter where you at, you can be, you know, any state, you can join the career skills program. Or if you know, another term is called skill bridge. So I know Navy and Marines, they say skill bridge. I know the Army use the CSP program. I'm out. In fact, my team is out there every Monday. We embed it into our military community right here in Schofield, where we go out there and we do briefings, and we want you to join. We want to teach. We want to bring people on to join the Blueprint Real Estate Advisors, so that we can help and show you the tools that we talk about today. All right, so that's real big. And not only that, one of the reasons I should say that I started the Blueprint Real Estate, we call it BRIL, right? The reason we started BRIL is because of we wanted to educate not only the soldiers, but also the agents, the real estate agents. It's so many real estate agents out here getting, you know, great commission, or, you know, they don't know what to do or how to, you know, get into the real estate, or as it may be, you know, as an investor. So we call it, in our niche is that we turn real estate agents into real estate investors, right? And we want to talk a little bit about it. Martin, you want to jump in there, what we're doing, how we doing it? And again, it's the blueprint. It's all the things that I have done over, you know, 20 years. I was in the military for 20. I've been in investment 20 years, nonstop. I haven't skipped a beat. I've been buying real estate every single year, and there's of my portfolio, all right, of 1,201 units, only sold one house.
Wow. And
I sold that to a friend that her brother need a property, and we remodeled that property, and I sold it to her. You know, it was a win-win for all three parties. Win for him, you know, win for her, and also a win for me, right? So that's how that was. But let's talk about that.
So one of the things that I wanted something different for my career, as I mentioned earlier, I've been an agent, you know, for 10 years, and, you know, I've been with some great companies, and you learn, right? Because I've tried to perfect my craft and educate myself and go to different seminars and go to all the different classes that are offered. But one of the things that, and every agent is somewhere different in their life and in their career and what they're trying to do. But I wanted to move from helping my clients buy and sell real estate and selling real estate to becoming an owner, investor in real estate, right? And so no one is going to be able to speak to that like more than you, Dee, as far as how you have been able to not just leverage in real estate, but actually create generational wealth. That's where I am in my life right now. And I don't want to just buy and sell. And the biggest thing is how a lot of agents are being impacted right now. I have a lot of friends who are agents because of the market, because of the interest rates are high right now. I mean, we saw a downfall as well in 2008, 2009, where I wasn't an agent obviously then, but even a lot of agents, you know, they lost their home, they lost, you know, pretty much everything because nobody was buying. Right. So we have to diversify our income. So regardless of what the market is doing, guess what? We still making money. So we have that investment property where it's still turning and burning. It's still moving. It's still turning over a profit. And so if I have to get up today and I have to sell a piece of property, I'm not properly positioning myself, right? Not only to create generational wealth, but be an owner investor. That's the change of the game. Right. That's what Brea brings.
Yeah, absolutely. And we tell people, we teach people, hey, you do not leave your day job until you got enough multiple streams of income that supplement and replace your whatever you're doing to pay your bills, so that you never put yourself in that position. I have, 71 streams of income. All right. And I'm blessed and I'm grateful, I know how I got there. A lot of hard work, late nights, and me just snowballing, keep on snowballing. But knowing that I can have four streams of income to make sure that my house is paid, or whatever the case may be, because it's big payments out here. The mortgage is huge. You got jumbo loans in here, you know what I mean? So it's not like my payment is $2,000-$3,000. It's up there, almost $10,000. You know what I'm saying, to be able to live out here. So it's you got to have those multiple streams. But guess what? You got to start from somewhere. All right. It's only take one asset. Just continue to do it. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself by like-minded people, and just continue to grind.
Yeah, I want to add on 2 things. So the first, right, turning agents to investor, right? Our goal is to educate and inform agents, real estate agents, how to invest in multifamily deal. So Duran, he invests into multifamily deals. His goal within his investment side of the business is to acquire one multifamily deal a quarter, right? So that already, as an agent, gives us a structure on when to enter into the multifamily deal, right? So it's the ability that we have the access to Duran, him being the owner of the brokerage firm, but also the accessibility of having the multifamily investment. Now we're looking at, okay, what is our goal? When do we want to invest? Is it the first 3 months, the 6 months, 9 months, 12 months? We know
that plan.
We always know that he's going to at least have one deal done. So it's like we're coming in here, educating agents that are coming into our team, educating them on what their plan is, what their goal is as an agent, and how to invest into multifamily deals.
Yeah, and one of those things that a lot of things, like this right here kind of blows my mind, and I want to talk about it a little bit, is so many agents that's out there, or I would say real estate investors, don't even know anything about how do you become a real estate professional. There's people out there that may be doing your taxes, and you're not selecting that you are a real estate professional, and that's all you're doing. You're working 750 hours a year, and you're doing real estate 50% more of your time, and you can't go to H&R Block, guys. You got to go find someone that's going to teach and help educate. And if you're not going to go and do that, come join us. Come be a part of what we're doing, because now not only that we teach you how to get in real estate, but we also give you these tax strategies that you can use to put more money in your pocket. Because now you got to put more money in your pocket, and to give you more money so that you can invest, right? Now you can get into that multifamily deal that we get ready to close on. In fact, I'm just closed on a deal. Next week, we'll be picking up another 64 units right there in South Dallas. And that's going to give us opportunities for everybody, friends, their family, right? If once they get in it, we teach them. I want to see Avelina and Martina on their own multifamily. Yep. I want to see him once I get tired and want to be somewhere, maybe on another island, because Hawaii is beautiful. Yep. But I want to be able to get him $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 and say, hey, I know it's in good hands. Yep. And guess why? Because he was right here. He saw it. And I seen him go from here to here, and it's just been phenomenal.
Yes. And then one more thing I want to add on to is, like, if you're a new real estate agent that just started this year like me, or even a new agent that's starting in 2024, listen, in today's market, yes, it's a little tougher, but I believe this is going to be the toughest market that's going to happen in this decade. I think it's only going to get easier. So one word of advice that I would say is do not quit, because right now I have the opportunity, the ability to hone in my skills in negotiating, right? You know, back in 2 years ago, a year ago, there was no negotiating, right? It was a seller's market. You can literally put it up on the market and everybody gets offered 20, 30, 40, 50 offers over asking price. But now that I joined in this tough market, now I get to pretty much hone in my skills. So that way, whenever the next year comes, seller's market, I'm already ahead of other agents, right? So it's like that ability to just have that and just don't quit, because yes, it can be tough, and don't quit.
And we talked about on our last episode, man, like right now, we know that the last quarter of every year, you know, investors, people with money, you know, they kind of slow down, you know, they get caught up in the holidays. It's great to be a part of the holidays. But don't, you know, somebody out there, there's a Avelino out there that's outworking you right now. There's a Martina, there's a D right now, didn't quit. We're out there still making calls, still trying to figure out how can we position ourselves for 2024. Because right now, those people, right, I tell you, when I buy apartments, I tend to buy most of my apartments seem like it's always the last 3 to 4 months of the year. Seem like every time. I'm trying to buy a property every quarter, but it always happens towards the end. You know why? Because everybody go hard at the beginning of the year. January, February, everybody trying to get in multifamily. Everybody trying to buy a house. Everybody got my wish list for 2024. Guess what? My wish list is every single day, 365. You know, grinding. Right? And that's what we want. We want agents to come on, get motivated. You come over here to the Blueprint Real Estate Advisors. Let us teach you. Let's grind together. Let's work together. Let's network together, because we building some great networking opportunities. And not only that, we're going to be the #1 brokerage firm out here. I guarantee you. Get a pair of monopolists, put a monopoly zone. Watch out. We coming for you, because that's what we want. We want to be the great. We want to be the best. Everything got to be the best.
It's time to transition from selling in real estate to owning real estate. Yes. Right. And that's our heart. That's our goal. And that's really where the money is.
Absolutely.
I know agents that's connected to us that they were doing real estate, buying and selling full time. They linked up with you. They linked up with others. They've been a part of those deals that you've been talking about. And they're like, Martina, I don't even buy and sell so much anymore. But the thing of it is that you have options. Right. If you're only doing the same thing, buying and selling, you know, that's the make the donuts mentality. No, you got to get around a network and a group of people creating a strategy who has a strategy that I think is 5 properties now you've been able to successfully exit. Or just 4?
Yes. It'll be 4 multifamily. Yes. We'll be selling our 4th one July 16th. We scheduled to close. We paid $3.6 million, and we sell it for $7.8 million in 2 years.
Can you imagine being on? Well, you can imagine being on that deal because you're on it. But if you were a real estate agent, or if you were a person that said, "Man, I had 25 or I had 50,000," can you imagine being on that deal?
Yeah. We're gonna. The investors' returns are amazing. Our average return is somewhere around 30% internal rate of return. So it's been good. And guess what? I got a big payday coming up. And I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm gonna put the money and repeat it. Put it in other assets. I'm gonna put some of that money into businesses. I'm gonna put some of that money into the next deal that won't close it on. And I'm just gonna keep on doing it, because again, I'm not doing it for the money. This excites me how to make money. It's the money making money, right? And, you know, that's what I get excited about, and being able to teach that and give people opportunity that look like us, walk like us. talk like us, that can own apartments, on the guy in the back of the house with the back door open and tell all the people, come on, let's get it. Let's grow together. Let's grind together. Let's make this money together. We're coming through the back door. Let's get it.
That's awesome. Like Avelino said earlier, I don't know where Abrea, where Duran was when I was in the military, but I promise you, I wish I had this knowledge so long ago, right? When I was younger, growing up. But guess what, guys? That doesn't have to be your story. If you're listening to this podcast right now and you know you were built for more, you know that there's more in you, you know that there's more of a fire and there's a hunger in you, and you're looking at your circle right now and they're not talking your language, then get around. Let us become your circle.
Right.
Connect with us, and we want to be able to show you a lot of what Duran has already been speaking to, a lot of what he's already been able to prove on paper, that what he's been able to do. We want to be able to offer you those opportunities as well.
Right, and I want to get a shout out because there's no way there'd be a Duran if it wasn't for my team. And it goes back to surrounding yourself around successful people that's going to make sure that they got your back. They know that you got their back, right? So it's great. It's phenomenal. We're going to continue to grow this. We're excited. We're excited for 2024. We're going to close this year out. We're going to close this year out strong. We're going to close it. We're going to close it out strong. And I'm just so motivated and pumped up. So if you're looking for someone to come, or again, if you are a soldier that's maybe transitioning and you're looking for a home, we welcome you in. We wanted you to be a part of what we got going on.
So the last thing that I'll say, because I know we're going to be wrapping up soon, so I'm excited to again announce our online event that we're going to be happening, that's going to be happening on December 18th. And the purpose of us creating that event is because we want you to set yourself up for a win in 2024. So we're going to be giving you tips on how you can set yourself up a win, whether you're trying to buy a home in 2024, but we want you to make wise, financial, successful decisions in 2023 that's going to launch you into your 2024. The information will be below.
That's right. And Avelino, what you got, man? I know you got. How are we gonna do it, man?
And amazing, man. 2024 is gonna be the best year of, at least I would say, my career, because it's gonna be growing, it's gonna be learning. But what I would say is, if you're hesitant about just making a decision and doing something, one statement or a phrase that I've heard is, doing nothing is a risk, and doing something is also a risk. So which risks are you willing to take? Also, Hawaii Millionaire Mindset 2024, July 10th to the 13th. Please show up, whether you're a military member, whoever it may be. You want to connect yourself, build a relationship with us, build more relationship. Put yourself in those positions so that we can start building wealth. This is Avelino. Thank you.
Hey, so check it out, man. Thank you for joining us. This is our round 2 of the Duran Bethea podcast, man. I'm super excited. Hey, go check out our social media. Check my website, www.duranbethea.com. It's been phenomenal. Again, tune in. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Turn off those notifications. We grinding, man. We just started. We about to get it. Let's get it. You hungry? Come join us. You want to be an agent? Come join us. You want to sell your house? Come see us. Let's do it. Let's get it. Peace.
Let's go.